And that, my friends, is a bad bearing, along with bad upper control arms, bad tie rods. All this is gonna be new here shortly. Stay tuned. All right, guys, since we pressed, you can either press or hammer them out, depending on how hard they are. We're gonna do lower ball joints. We've got the one back with the new Kryptonite KR 6541s, lifetime warranty. Some of the best stuff on the market, even for half tons. I think they run like, I think we sell them for like 57 bucks a piece or something like that. It's good stuff. So this is our next step. In this one, we're going to show you to press it in. So we have a snap-on press, so it's pretty beefy. I'll show y'all kind of how to do it real quick and go from there. All right, guys, we ended up having to redo the, put a new rack and pinion on this truck. It was leaking and the ends were just torn up. A lot of play in the inners. So anyways, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. 4 bolts that are holding the whole thing. This is the driver's side. You got 2 24mm. I believe those are 18s. They're in the pockets. I think that is a 10, 8 or 10, I believe. I can't remember exactly. That's the 14 back there. Make sure the steering wheel is straight. You'll take that little clip off. I already did. It was already cracked and falling off. Take that clip off. Take that off. Have something to catch the fluid in. Then you'll go up here. Take that 14mm nut off, spread it with some pry bar or something, slide it up off of there, and take your stuff loose. And I'll show you here how to put it together and go back in with the new one. Pretty easy. I take the skid plate loose, at least. This one has a lift kit on it, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to get to it, but just take it loose to get it out of the way. We'll go from there. All right, guys, we're back. Finally got it stuck in there. So going back to that was a mistake. That's an 8mm and a 12 back there. Like that, everything slides in. 4 bolts in. New rack and pinion. New nuts, new ends. Also got the new CV shaft installed. The old one, I guess in the other video, was shredded up pretty good. New Kryptonite control arms. Again, if you have a spacer for the lift kit, you'll have to take it loose at the top and the bottom, drop it down, get it out. To get those bolts out. I don't know why they put it in that way, but that's how they do it. There's a 10mm bolt there on the side, grease fittings. They grease everything up. Kryptonite lower ball joint like I showed you previously here. We have our end links. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna test it out after we get it on the ground. Move it around, start it up. Actually, you'll just bump the key and see if it'll start filling up with fluid. We flushed it, put new fluid in. That's pretty much it on that. It's not too bad. Couple hour job, nothing crazy. Yeah, we'll show you the finished end. All right, finally finished up. Just gonna show you the overview. Get some different things here. Going back with the factory rotors and brakes, they looked okay. They weren't too bad. Everything's greased up. Kryptonite, remember, they already come pre-greased, so we shoot it with 1 or 2 pumps, nothing crazy. So that's that. Just some TTX, Mevotech, sway bar end links. This is the passenger side here. Axle nut, remember when you tighten them down, it's like 155-ish, I think. Spindle bolts are 133 and calipers are like right around 100 foot-pounds. So anyways, that's that. I'm gonna put the tire on and then start doing the eyeball adjustments on the alignment so we can at least make it to the alignment shop. But that's that. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. There's really no other option on these lifts. You just have to zip tie this here. Yeah. Everything's installed, the new rack and pinion. Everything's tightened down, torqued down. I'll show you a final product when it's on the ground and go from there. Thank you guys.